Preparing for college. Many of us hear about time management. We hear advice like, make checklists, keep a schedule, practice good study habits, yada yada, yawn. Sure, all these suggestions are helpful, but they're just a piece of the time management plan, and they don't fit everyone. Manage your time and schoolwork will be easier? It sounds good. The reality, it's been easy getting by without a plan. But the further we move in our education, the higher the stakes. We are betting that we could meet our GPA goals without healthy study habits. Classes get harder and you may find yourself drowning in challenging coursework. And you never bother learning how to swim. How to form good study habits? First, stop comparing yourself to your friends. Think they get good grades without studying? Nope. You need to find out what works for you. And cramming like a hibernating chipmunk is not the solution. So, where to begin? Know thyself. There is no magic bullet for finding the right routine. The first thing you need to learn is how you learn. Prioritization is key, and it's an easy first step. Create a list of activities that occupy your time and rank them from highest to lowest priority. From there, you can begin managing your time. You are responsible for your success in college. Chances are, your friends aren't looking out for your grades. If they want to hang out, you have to decide, do you actually have time, or do you have schoolwork? Start now. You may not have a perfect system, and systems can change. That's perfectly fine. The more you learn now about how you learn, the easier things will be. Halfway through a semester and unhappy with your grades? Ouch. That's a tough time to change your game plan. Plan early and spare yourself the grief. We've got good news. All around campus are people who can help you understand how you learn. Literally, there are resources all over campus designed to help you. Office hours provide insight for tackling a class head on. Learning centers help with all subjects and all course levels. Schedule meeting times with supportive peers. It's a surefire way to ensure accountability.
My name is Caitlin Hedela. I am a third-year marketing major here at Michigan Tech, and I originally started in business management, but I just switched last semester to marketing. So it was a struggle for the first year, but after that I started to get more into my field of study and the classes that I really wanted to take, and that's where I thrived. Freshman, my first day, I honestly wanted to quit. I didn't think I was supposed to go to college. I thought it was going to be too hard. And my first semester was not my best semester. I expected, it to be similar to high school where the teachers really kind of crutched you along. They told you to keep coming to class, but I was in huge lecture halls for all my general classes, and the professors didn't know whether I showed up or not. And, you just turn in your homework and you call it a day, but I learned very quickly that's not how college works, and that's not how you learn to be successful in college.
Being successful at Tech requires preparation. Some students come in with an expectation that I can just show up. And you need to be prepared by looking at material. You need to be prepared for what's going to be coming next. You need to absorb in some way, figure out how it is that you're going to kind of keep pace with what's going on. And if you are going to come to an office hour, if you are going to ask a question on email, having some background beforehand rather than just, I'm totally lost. I have no idea where to start. And in class, being there, both physically, mentally, and everything else, that you're prepared to absorb what is given to you.
My first time that I went to a teacher's office hours, or I came to the point where I thought I needed to, was my first semester here at Tech, and it was actually a business professor that I went to, and she actually scheduled a meeting with me, and I had to learn where her office was and all that. So I was pretty nervous, but all of that information was on the syllabus. It was on our Canvas website, and it wasn't really that hard. It was a little scary, a little intimidating, but she was very open. Syllabus is really the contract between the students and the professor. It really helps you know what they're expecting of you and where you can find all your information that you need to know so you can be prepared for the class.
Well, the syllabus serves, in my mind, as a contract between me and the students. This is what my expectations of you are, and also I note some of the expectations they should have of me in terms of how we're going to interact, where information is going to be found, what are the expectations in terms of attendance, when you're going to turn in homework. All of those really expectations should be defined there. You got to take responsibility. This is different. Either doing something or the fact that you didn't do something. And it's not my job at the end to save you.
After I met with my professor, I felt very empowered to work through the things that I needed to work through on my own. You know, prepare yourself for class and not just show up and hope that you're gonna cruise through the class. If I could tell myself one thing, it would be to try harder and, you know, not sleep in the mornings. And then after that, knowing that it's okay to ask for help, and that's how you learn and you grow. I'm a very stubborn person, so I don't necessarily like asking for help. But I learned that it's okay, you know, they're gonna help you out.
Remember when you were like 10 years old? The best part of your day was recess, but then all the teachers started making you do all sorts of homework and stuff. Before you know it, it's all homework and papers and super official important tests that determine your worth as a human and what college you go to. Then they ask you what you want to be. What I want to be? I want to be done with all these tests and homework is what I want. But wait, I can do something I actually want to do and get paid for it? That's what you signed up for here. That's why you sat at the kitchen table and did your homework even when it was sunny outside and your friends were trying to get you to come out and play. I mean, you've worked 18 years for this. Okay, not really 18 years, because you didn't do much to earn your keep those first few years. Potty training and feeding yourself. Go you. But after all that time, now is not when you screw it up by cheating. In high school, you get an F on an assignment or a test if you cheat. In college, you may fail a class, and depending on how serious the situation is, or if you're a repeat offender, they say bye and don't let the door hit you on your way out. They want to know what you can do and what you know, not if you're the MacGyver of cheating. And when we say cheating, we're really talking about violating the academic integrity policy at Michigan Tech. Misconduct includes cheating and also plagiarism, fabrication, making stuff up, and facilitating academic misconduct, like helping your buddy cheat. And sometimes what is considered academic misconduct isn't all that straightforward. Is working in groups allowed? Is using exams from previous years allowed? What are your restrictions if you have a take-home test? It's important to clarify if you aren't sure. Look at your syllabus, ask your instructor, so you don't get into trouble for something you didn't know wasn't allowed. You see somebody else cheating? That just means that someday they're going to get stuck on some problem because they don't know how to get the answer. And you do. And then you'll be their boss. You owe it to that 10-year-old version of you to not get some academic eviction notice. Do your own work and get help when you need it. Then go out there and rule the world.
Have you ever used a learning center?
Yes, I have. I use the Computer Science Learning Center because I'm a software engineering major.
I went to the Chemistry Learning Center before, and the Multiliteracy Center.
Going to the CS Learning Center every now and again and be like, what's wrong with my code?
I lived in the Chemistry Learning Center freshman year.
What do you mean you left there?
I had 2 individual appointments, and then I had a group appointment, and
I went there for like the SI stuff too, so I basically lived there.
I've used a lot of them. I use the math one, the chemistry, physics, and everything. I like going to them because they don't make you feel stupid for going. I don't feel stupid going there and I have a question for the 5th time in the past 10 minutes. So
I've had papers proofread by the Multi-Literacy Learning Center, but other than that, right, I never really go in at all. Like, if I go in, something is wrong. Like, very wrong. Okay. How many campus resources does Michigan Tech have?
A lot. There's professors of office hours, there's the learning centers.
There's supplemental instruction sessions, there's recitations, along with many other things that are available to our students in all a variety of our majors that we have on campus.
You don't follow the script at all.
I have no idea.
That's not what you're supposed to say. What the other people
Well,
said.
but you know what the other people said because their answer's better than mine. It's
Watch
gonna be
the rest of the video.
All right, what would your college career look like with our learning centers?
What college career?
Well, I definitely would have failed chemistry. Like,
I need learning centers in my life because college is hard. Yeah,
I don't know if I would fail.
I
Things
probably
would be a
wouldn't
lot
fail,
harder.
but would have a good grade. And I probably won't understand material as well as I do either.
Probably be just failing every single class.
not every class.
Like
but-
every class. Because I go to learning centers a lot to use them.
What else would you go there for?
I actually get physics now, which is kind of cool. Gravity. What about computer help?
Oh, do you need help, Dan, with your computer? Like, it sounds like therapy.
That's what I need. I'm
Like-
technologically
Like, I can't.
challenged.
I don't know what kind of computer help we're supposed to talk about. Like,
I think
IT?
And then there's IT services that can like debug your computer and stuff like that. That's all in the library, at the desk in the library. So
What is student software?
Software for students that they could use.
And I got a free version of Windows 7 just for being a tech student.
Well, it's like stuff you can download. Like, you can get Microsoft Word on your computer. You can also get ChemBioDraw, which is really nice for chemistry.
I don't know what that is.
You can download it onto your computer, and then you can like make molecules.
She's getting more excited
You can even make
about
like
this.
proteins. Like, it's actually really cool.
Do you know where to get them?
Yeah, this is how you get it, right here.
Go.
Can I get help with speaking and wait? No, that's not. Can I get help with speaking and language skills?
Probably.
Egg tap.
Egg tap.
Egg.
Do they still tap your eggs?
That last group was wrong! Tell them, Dallas.
Okay, I can actually answer this question because I used to work in the Multi-Literacy Center, which is right next to IGTAP, which helps with speaking and language skills. And they're kind of geared towards graduate students. There's more for people who have to be teaching assistants. But you can actually also go to the Multi-Literacy Center and like you can set up weekly appointments.
Yeah.
Don't be rude. You can set up weekly appointments with the coaches there as well. And they'll like you can have like a half hour to an hour and they'll help you. And if you're taking a different language class, you can go to the HDMZ and they have people to help you with those too.
Yeah.
Who needs career services?
Everybody who wants a career or a job. They help you out with like, your resumes, mock interviews. I've been there a couple of times and they're pretty nice about it.
Really? I've never actually been there before. What else do they do?
If you need a job, you probably should. Yeah, we definitely went through all of this. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're done. Yeah.
Thank you.